Hello everybody, my name is Mark, aka The Drunk Bunny, and welcome to my entire DVD and Blu-ray collection video. More like videos, because this is going to be the first of a few parts, because there's no way I could do all of this in one video without making it an hour long. And by doing that, it would be nearly impossible to upload because of my garbage internet here at home. So this is the first of a few parts where I'm going to go through every single title in my collection. So yeah, very excited to do this video for the past couple weeks because this is the first time I've had my collection all together at one place since last August. So yeah, I'm very excited to get this video. And also, another reason I'm very excited is because my collection has grown tremendously since I last made one of these videos, which was the very first video I put up on my channel. But I filmed that one way back in March of 2016. So, yeah, my collection has grown a lot. I actually went through and counted when I put them back up on the shelves and arranged them the way I wanted them. I counted how many I have, and I have almost exactly 250 DVDs and Blu-rays. So my collection was nowhere near that size. I think I've added about 100 just in this year alone, which is crazy. So one more quick thing here about like the formatting. I just want to go ahead and tell you how I organize my DVDs and Blu-rays. So as you see up on the first shelf, I have box sets. So we have my Smallville box set right there, which I showed off in one of my early videos on my channel. If you want to see that, check that out. We have the Dark Knight Trilogy box set, which is this really cool lenticular cover that kind of changes, if you can see it. I really love the cover on that. It's a DVD box set. My favorite trilogy of superhero movies. And then we have the Family Guy Star Wars trilogy up there. The Blu-ray set. So, and I have other box sets, as you can see, littered throughout my collection here. And then we go through, this is how I organize them. So we have TV on this row, and the first little bit of that row. So, and then this top row is double layered. So there are more DVDs behind that. And TV, I mainly collect TV seasons on DVD. I think there's one TV season I have that is also on Blu-ray. But I prefer DVD. I think the packaging is usually nicer on DVDs. So that's why I pick up TV shows on DVD. But then I usually try to find my movies on Blu-ray. And that's my Blu-ray collection right there. So that's how I have it with TV. When we get down to Blu-rays, I have all the Blu-rays separated, except, as you can see, this and this is a DVD. And I put those in because they go with the collection. So, like, this is my X-Men trilogy box, on DVD, the first three. And I put that because I have all my other X-Men movies right here. It would be dumb for me to put that in with just the regular DVDs, because I have no X-Men movies in the regular DVDs. Same thing with the Dark Knight here. And then when I go through my movies, which are on DVD, which are down there, I have a couple Blu-rays down there because, again, they go with the collection. I like keeping the collection of movies together as opposed to separating them just because one title happens to be on DVD or Blu-ray when the others are not. So that's kind of how I have it, if that makes any sense to you. Let's go ahead and get into this because I've already been talking for 4 minutes. So let's go through. I think we're going to have to stack these somewhere else so we can get to the ones behind. So, like I said, these are double layered. That's why we're starting with M, which might be weird. But anyway, right here we have the first 4 seasons of The Mentalist. The Mentalist, a really good show. I really enjoy it. It's one of the best, like, detective dramas, in my opinion. It's no longer on. It went for 7 seasons on CBS. Like I said, I really enjoy the show. Alright. And Simon Baker is a terrific actor in this series as well. Really, all of them are pretty good. Okay, then we have Melissa and Joey. This is Season 1, Part 1. This was a show on ABC Family for a while. It's got Melissa Joan Hart, who I like a lot. She's from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I just picked this up the other day. We have Masters of Sex, Season 1, with the gorgeous Lizzie Kaplan and Martin Sheen. Like I said before, I have a pretty big crush on Lizzie Kaplan. I think she's just gorgeous. Her and Margot Robbie, I would say, are my two biggest. Speaking of which, there's my Harley Quinn poster, Margot Robbie. Quick distraction there. Okay, now we have the first 3 volumes of Make It or Break It, which was an ABC Family series. This is the only 3 volumes they released. The first 2 here are Season 1, and then Volume 3 is the first half of Season 2. I liked this show when it came out. It's about gymnasts. It's one of those, like, teen dramas, so it can get kind of, I don't know, cheesy, I guess you'd say. Anyway, it was okay. I actually really liked it when I started watching it. Then we have the first 2 seasons of Louie. I believe the first season is actually on DVD and Blu-Ray. Yeah, so that's the only Blu-ray I believe I have in my TV show collection. I love Louis C.K. I think he's the best comic out there right now. And he's one of my favorites. And this show is just really good. I really hope he starts making it again. It's kind of been on a hiatus for the last couple years, and I still haven't finished it on Netflix. I'm still on Season 4. Ignore my clutter over there. Trying to move back in. I've got a lot of junk. Anyway, we have Season 1 of The League, which was an FX comedy about fantasy football. I'm a big sports fan, and this has its moments. I don't watch it very often, but it has its moments. Alright, we have Season 1, Volume 1, and Season 2, Volume 3 of iCarly. I loved this show when I was little, like 12 years old, and I bought DVDs for it, and I just haven't gotten rid of them. I honestly might sell these in a yard sale that we're going to have this summer, because I have not watched those in like 5 or 6 years. Then we have, it's trying to slip out, we have Season 1 of How to Get Away with Murder. One of my favorite shows on TV right now. It's seriously so dramatic. Like, every episode is almost over the top. But it is very good. It's another one of those made by the person that makes Grey's Anatomy, which I do not watch. I have a couple seasons of it in my collection, but I still haven't really gotten into it. But I love this show. This is so good. I still watch it when the new episodes come out. I believe it's ready for Season 4 in the fall, so I'm a bit behind on the DVDs. Alright, then we have my How I Met Your Mother collection. For quite a while, I thought How I Met Your Mother was my favorite show, but it's kind of been dethroned. But it's still one of my favorite comedies of all time. I have Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. I need Season 7 and 9, and I will be complete. And another thing I really like about these box sets, they're so skinny. I have almost the complete series here, and it takes up very little space, which I love because space is limited. But yeah, I really loved this show. I started watching it before Season 7 came out, I believe, in the summer, and I marathoned the first 6 seasons, like, in a month. I absolutely was addicted to this show from the minute I started watching it. So, there's all the box sets there. Hopefully that doesn't fall. Again, ignore my clutter. This first row is going to be difficult to do, but once we get done with that, it'll be easier. We have the first 2 seasons here of Hawaii Five-0. I like detective shows. I never watched the old Hawaii Five-0, but my aunt did. And when this started coming out, we watched it together, so that was kind of nice, because I don't have many things that I can watch with her. And then we have, yeah, so there we go, the first 2 seasons. Really liked this show when it came out. It's still okay. I still watch it from time to time. Then we have Season 2 of Grey's Anatomy and Season 1. I almost forgot that. We got Season 1 as well. Like I said, haven't gotten into it. I watched the pilot and I liked it, but just haven't gotten into it. It seems super... I don't know, it kind of seems kind of girly to me, but, you know, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. Then we have Chapter 1 of Greek, which was also an ABC Family show about fraternities and sororities and college, and I'm in college right now, so I kind of relate to this show a little bit. I'm not the most social person in the world, but I do go out from time to time, and it's kind of relatable. But it's not the greatest show in the world. It's just okay. I haven't watched it in a long while. We have Season 1 of Gotham. Another show that I really like on TV right now. It's a Batman origin story. We really haven't seen much of Batman. It's mainly been about Jim Gordon, played by... I don't remember his name. It'll come to me, but I don't remember it. Anyway, he's a really good actor. And the first season was great. The second season was pretty good. I think the third season's gotten a little bit worse. So we'll see how much longer it goes. But again, a really good series. I'm happy to have that in the collection. We have Season 1 and 2, but I'm missing the outer case. And then we have Season 3 of George Lopez. George Lopez is another one of my favorite comics. He's very funny, and that was his show on ABC. I want to get the rest of the seasons, but they're the manufacturer on demand. So they're going to be rather expensive, and I don't know if I can do that right now. So that's really not on my priority list. We have, and everything's falling over, we have Season 1, 2, is it 3, 5, 7, and 8 of Full House, and you see I don't have the outer boxes. These were DVDs I had when I was little, like 9, 10 years old, and I didn't take care of them very well back then. So, as you can see, there are a few that are missing their cases, and that's because I did not take care of them. And I actually used to throw away boxes, like the slipcovers and everything. Now, I would never dream of doing that, but back then, I didn't really care. So, yeah, that's my Full House collection. Still haven't gotten the complete series of that yet, but it was one of my favorite shows when I was young, and it's still very nostalgic for me if I ever put one of those on. We have Season 1 of Fringe with this awesome lenticular cover. I think I've seen like one episode of this, haven't watched the full thing yet. I really would like to, because I really like sci-fi, and this looks like kind of a cool series. I don't remember how many seasons this had, but we'll see. If I start watching Season 1 and I like it, then I might pick up some more. We have Season 1 of Franklin and Bash, and things are still falling over. I loved Franklin and Bash when it came out. It's really funny, kind of dramedy almost, because there is a little bit of drama in it about these two lawyers who get hired at this big fancy firm, and it's funny, it's kind of ridiculous, but I really like it, and I don't see very many people talking about this series. If you can find this Season 1 release, I would pick it up and check it out. The Season 2 and 3 were released, but they were manufactured on demand, and they are like $30 a piece, and I can't afford that, but I would love to pick them up eventually. Yeah, really good series. I actually saw this at Super Mega Replay for like $4, so there are definitely copies of this out in the wild. Then we have Season 1 here of the Flintstones, a show I watched when I was really young. Loved it then. Just picked this up recently in one of my media hunting videos. It was fairly cheap, and I loved it when I was a kid. But I don't know how often I'll watch it, to be honest. But yeah. And then we get into my Family Guy collection. So I'm going to start over here, because this is where it starts. So we have volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. And then we come up here, and we have volumes 7 and 8. So I do have volume 8 is actually missing the slipcover, which I hate. But I have the first 8 volumes of Family Guy. And then we have season 12 and season 13. And we have 3 more DVDs here. We have Blue Harvest, the Freakin' Sweet Collection, which is Seth MacFarlane's 4 favorite episodes, I believe, from the first 3 seasons. And then we have Stewie Griffin, The Untold Story, which is a collection of like 3 episodes that flow together, that are about Stewie going on an adventure to find his real father. And that release is not available. Those episodes are not available on the volume sets, so had to pick up that DVD. Yeah, if you can tell, I like Family Guy. I think Family Guy is probably my favorite comedy. I just love it. I think it's brilliant. There are definitely slow episodes that are kind of boring, but for the majority, this show is just on point. Just so good. Very original. The pop culture references are great. I just love everything about this show. So I'm trying to get all of the releases. I still need volumes 9 through 12, because there's actually a volume 12 and then there's a season 12, which is very weird. But and then I still need season 14. And then when season 15 comes out, I'll need to pick that up. So yeah, I'm not really going to wait for a big box set because A, I already have a ton of their DVDs, and B, that big box set's going to be super duper expensive when this show finally ends. Alright, now we have Everybody Loves Raymond, Season 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. A show I really liked when I was younger. I still like it, and I still watch it from time to time, but not as much as I used to, because I have seen every episode of this probably multiple times. It's a really good comedy. I would definitely check it out if you haven't, but probably a lot of people already have. Then we have Season 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 2 TV movies for Dukes of Hazzard. A show I loved when I was a kid. Don't really like it as much anymore. And I do actually have Seasons 1 through 3, but again, I destroyed those boxes, so they're sitting in a CD case somewhere. Yeah. It's okay, because I don't watch this anymore. I really ought to sell it, actually. But, just can't part with it, because I did love this so much when I was younger. Then we have Season 1 of Dexter. I love Dexter. It's become one of my favorite shows. Absolutely amazing series. It's so dramatic. I just finished Season 6 the other night on Netflix, and I actually marathoned the last 6 episodes. I still stayed up to like 3 in the morning watching Dexter. It is so good. It got cut off. Anyway, I was talking about Dexter, and I seriously watch this show. It is so good. Yeah, this is just the first season. I want to get them all eventually. But I'd also thought about getting the Blood Slide box that the complete series comes in. I really like that box, but I don't know. It's a lot of money, and I'm a broke college student, if you can't tell. So, let's keep going here. We have Season 1 of CSI, another cop show that I liked quite a bit. It's still okay. We have first season of Community, which is okay. I still haven't finished the first season. I just can't get into it. I don't know why, but it is good. We have Season 1 of Burn Notice, another one I didn't take care of when I was little. Really good kind of spy drama, which is kind of interesting. We have Season 1 and 2 of Blue Bloods. which is another really good detective show. We have Bill Maher's New Rules. This is just a collection of segments from Real Time with Bill Maher. I really like Bill Maher. He's a good comic, and his show is really good, especially since Trump got in. Every late night show has been good because the comedy material is just given to you from Trump and the Trump administration. The Bill Engvall Show, Season 1, a comedy show I watched for a while, but I haven't watched that in a long time, and I might actually get rid of it. We have the first 3 seasons here of The Big Bang Theory, a show that I am not in love with, like a lot of people are, but it's a show I do like, so happy to have it in the collection, and hopefully maybe I'll get into it one day. We have the first 3 seasons of Arrested Development, another show I do like quite a bit. Still watching Season 4 on Netflix. Season 5 comes out next year, so I still have some time to finish that up. It is a really good comedy. I love that show. We have Season 3 of According to Jim, a random season, but I did hear these box sets are getting kind of rare and getting kind of expensive online, so I am happy I have one of these. I loved this show when I was younger and really haven't watched it in quite a while, though. We have 8 Simple Rules, Season 2. The show that John Ritter was working on when he passed away. Really good series right there. And then we have 24 for seasons 1 through 5, which is a really good drama. Still on Season 1, the end of Season 1. So, I will see you guys later with Part 2.